shortcuts. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Hey, here's a preview of this week's top new indie tracks. We'll start with indie pop and dance vocalist Kendra Erica. She's already had huge success on Billboard's dance charts. She also did a brilliant remake of Laura Branigan's Self-Control. Now she's teamed up with Grammy-winning producer Ralph Johnson, who has worked with Drake and Meghan Trainor, for her version of the Frank Sinatra classic, Witchcraft.
'Cause it's witchcraft, wicked witchcraft, and although I know it's strictly taboo, when you arouse the need in me.
Miami's indie hard rock band Gears have found that sweet spot between metal, R&B, hip-hop, and alternative, and they're not apologizing. They do what they want. They say, if you're waiting for your happiness to be brought to you, offered to you, or come out of somebody else's mouth, take a seat, because you'll be waiting until you die. They say touring is on the horizon, along with their new track, All or Nothing.
Baby, I thought you knew that all I wanted you can't give to me. It's all or nothing, that's how it has to
Pop quiz. What do you get when you combine two Canadian music legends into one guitar-heavy power pop unit that strives to sound like Minneapolis in the 90s? You get Slip-Ons. They've been working on their debut EP, which hopefully will be out soon. The title track is Heavy Machinery. Indie alternative band Evidence of a Struggle have released the third single from their forthcoming 13-track self-titled album, which should be released on June 9th. The accompanying video is the newest offering from a 6-chapter audio-visual storybook created by Chicago artist John Arrow, who's been involved with this project since the beginning. This is Bisque. Irish indie psychedelic electronic pop sextet Extranauts have released their newest track from their upcoming debut album, The Alchemist, which should be out June 2nd. They say it's an ode to nightlife and club culture. Sex, drugs, and rock and roll have always gone hand in hand because they're all ways for us to temporarily lose ourselves and forget about our lives. The track is a celebration of that hedonism. This is Everybody in the Night. Indie rock band Pigeon Wigs have announced the release date for their new mini album, Rock by Numbers. It should drop on July 7th. And they say Rock by Numbers is a reference to Paint by Numbers kits. And the title tells you a little bit about the mini album. As you go track by track, you're getting a Pigeon Wig's view on some of their favorite artists, genres, and people. The new track is Hold Up. Copenhagen's indie rock artist Sarah Lou was trained as an electric guitarist at the Rhythmic Music Conservatorium in Copenhagen. Throughout her career, Sarah has always developed herself and been a musical seeker within jazz and improvisational music. She's been working on her new album Loud, which will be available in September. The song is called Out of Nowhere. Indie pop artist Paige Corwin has always used music as an escape to help her process traumatic periods of her life, where she was affected by heavy themes such as divorce and addiction of loved ones. The resilience that's woven into her artistry isn't something that can be taught or faked or learned. She is the real deal. Her new track is PTSD.
I have PTSD. You and me a game of wait and see. PTSD. Can we get back to where we used to be? We got something special. I feel it, but still got this PTSD. You and me a game of wait and see. I've been partying and stressed out, triggered by all my doubts. Staying up till 9 a.m.
Kingfisher is an indie rock band based in Sweden. The video was shot in Stockholm on a Saturday night. To shoot it, they had to ask the Churchill's Arms permission. Fortunately, they said yes. The video's protagonist, Nick, smoked a cigarette for the first time since he quit 4 years ago and regrets it. They also had to film in a thin jumper in -5 degrees Celsius, which is about 23 Fahrenheit. It was worth it, though. This is Stand Back In. And finally, indie dream pop artist Joe Bartlett has been writing songs for her debut solo album, which she hopes to release next year. One of the songs, though, has already had a bit of a makeover. She wrote it and returned to it this year. She reworked the original demo from her laptop. She added microphones, synths, and guitars, completely transformed it into the complex, multi-layered single it is now. It's called Floating Through.